So, but the
Yeah, looking
idea is to
forward
make
to it.
something cool.
I think he made a mistake. It was only two. He meant 20 boxes. Meanwhile, a semi is backing up to your door.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Gotta watch those, decimals slash, commas. It means different things to different people.
Yep. My favorite is when the decimals in Europe basically mean period are the same as the pyramids or periods.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, same as the pyramids. But yeah, it's kind of funny when you're dealing with some stuff and then suddenly you're like, I can't tell if this
Wait.
is 12 or 1200.
Yeah.
Can you help me here?
Or like what is it? This is Spinal Tap. When he sketches out the Stonehenge thing that he wants at the concert. And it's like
It's supposed to be 18 feet.
It's
That's
like
in
12
inches.
feet. You've got what we have here is 12 inches. No, that means feet. No, it doesn't.
It means inches. And this is why you write your dimensions out clearly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Drogers was saying it's like that's a cool bag. That is a cool grab bag. Unfortunately, I will not be at SDCC. Are you going to be at ECC again this year?
I will not be. I had an okay Emerald City Comic Con. It wasn't awesome and great, and honestly, I've expanded my operations so freaking much. Here, I'll give you an idea. Let me see if I still have that screen up here. I do. So here's the floor plan for San Diego Comic-Con. So if you remember Emerald City Comic-Con, I was in a table like one of these things over here. One of these little tiny tables off in the corner on the far left. Now, that's me. I have this giant booth. So keep in mind, that's Image Comics. So I am the same size as Upper Deck, my booth. So we have quite a big booth, and I've just really expanded my operations and stuff quite a bit. And so I'm trying to focus on the shows that we can get that booth to, primarily. So things that I can drive to. Right now, Emerald City is kind of not. It's Emerald City or Chicago, if I was to bring that booth somewhere. And because they're both about the same distance.
Top was saying, I got to go shower, but I'm excited to see what else you make. Hey, Kinetic Cop, thanks you very much for joining us. Drop Lee a follow there so you can get and be notified next time and turn on notifications. Generally, he's here every Tuesday because I asked him to be here. And that works into my schedule. And then lately he's been also streaming on Wednesdays and Fridays and sometimes on Saturdays because he's trying to make up extra assets and stuff, product that he can sell at Comic-Con. So look for the alerts.
Oh, yeah. And late night streams.
Yeah.
For me, for most of my audience, it's usually pretty early in the morning. So
Yes. Lee Sedwards was asking, Lee, is the SDCC booth bigger than the WonderCon booth?
No, it's physically the same size, but it's organized much better, in my opinion. So, because that was our first time doing that large of a booth, and so we had to figure out where to stick stuff and like how to organize it, and so yeah, that was our first time doing that large of a booth. So WonderCon was an experiment, and I was just very happy that Doug was willing to join me in the expense of that. Because so the funny thing is, we had this conversation in another channel earlier. I have some paintings and I have artwork that I sell for $3,000, $5,000, $20,000. Most expensive piece I've ever had $35,000. So I've got some really big expensive pieces, but and people are like, oh, well, those never sell. Well, it's like they never sell because they sit in my studio and nobody ever sees them. I don't post them online. I don't advertise that I have them. They only come out for like gallery shows, exhibitions, things like that, where they're, and usually those gallery shows, exhibition things are usually like 1 or 2 day events. Like they're not intended to really sell a bunch of artwork. It's not like I'm doing a gallery opening for myself because I hate doing those. At least here in San Diego, I've done them in Beverly Hills, freaking amazing. Down here in San Diego, not so much. But with San Diego Comic-Con Special Edition, kind of as a goof, I looked at the map and I was all like, there's a lot of big spaces available. And I've tried to get a bigger booth at San Diego Comic-Con for years, and I couldn't. And then when the pandemic hit, a lot of people didn't want to go to shows. And when the special edition hit, I said, hey, can I get 2 more booths? And so I had a corner, and then I asked, can I get an end cap? And they said yes. And so I was able to get an end cap and for special edition. And at special edition, I brought out those $5,000 and $3,000 paintings. I sold every damn one of them. At a show that had really bad attendance overall, comparatively speaking, to its usual attendance and whatnot. So